Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning viewer. I'm Maisie, and this is Maisie with a Z, and today, for the 8th day of Bookmas, I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated releases of 2024. For this video, I'm planning on only talking about books by authors I already love. I'm planning on another video of sapphic romances by authors I haven't necessarily read, but for this one, I'm sticking only to books by authors I already love or that are in series I already love. So these are all books I am definitely going to try and read in 2024. I'm going to be going through this in hopefully publication order. It's a little dependent because who knows when the publication dates are switching, but I'm going to be trying to go through it in publication order as it is now. So yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. First up is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands by Heather Fawcett, and this is coming out on January 16th, so less than a month. And I read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies last month and absolutely loved it, so I'm really excited for this. The first book took them to Scandinavia. This one is supposed to take them to the Austrian Alps, and I'm just super excited. It's gonna be so fun, and I just love these two characters so much. I highly recommend the first book. It's about this Oxford professor who's compiling an encyclopedia of all known fairies. It's obviously set in a world where fairies are real. It's a really cute romance, it's cozy fantasy. It's just a really good time. The protagonist is so autism coded, it's insane. And yeah, I just love it so much. Next up is The Getaway List by Emma Lord. I actually have an e-arc of this, so I'm gonna read it in like the next week, but it's supposed to come out on January 23rd. Emma Lord is one of my absolute favorite contemporary YA romance authors. It's about two childhood best friends moving to New York for the summer after high school graduation and completing this like bucket list they made together. And it sounds super fun. I love Emma Lord's writing. I'm sure it's gonna be a great time. She also wrote When You Get the Chance, which is also a really fun book set in New York, so like this is gonna be such like fun New York hijinks. I'm really excited. Then after that, we have House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas, which is the third Crescent City book, coming out January 30th. I just finished reading the entire Throne of Glass series, and I'm now currently rereading the second ACOTAR book in preparation to read the last 3 ACOTAR books in order to read the first 2 Crescent City books in preparation for this. I'm really excited. I love the first 2 ACOTAR books. I'm hoping I enjoyed the last 3. I've heard mixed reviews about A Court of Silver Flames, but hopefully it's a good time, and then I can read Crescent City, which I've been really wanting to do. Hopefully then can read this 3rd book when it comes out. So yes, that's the plan. I'm really excited. Yeah, I don't have that much more to say about it because I haven't read the first 2 books of this, but looking forward to it. And then we have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is a February 6th release, and I don't usually like paranormal romance, and this is a romance between a vampire and a werewolf, which isn't usually my thing, but I love Ali Hazelwood, so we have hopes. It's fantasy, marriage of convenience. I don't know that much about the plot, but I trust Ali Hazelwood. Like, it might not be the best written fantasy I've ever read in my life, but it will be a good time, and that's really all I'm looking for from Ali Hazelwood books. And then we have a book I'm really looking forward to by one of my favorite authors, which is With a Little Luck by Marissa Meyer. This is a companion novel / sequel to Instant Karma. It's following the protagonist from Instant Karma's twin brother, where Instant Karma follows our main character Prue, who suddenly gets the ability to exact instant karma on people. So if she sees someone like being a jerk, she can wish for karma to be delivered, and like something bad will immediately happen to them. This is about her twin brother Jude, who gets magic dice that make him instantly lucky. And I don't know, I'm sure it's gonna be a good time. I love Marissa Meyer, and I love an Instant Karma, so hopefully this is good. I don't know, it seems like Friends to Lovers, it seems like it's gonna be a good time. I'm just really excited. It's set to come out February 13th, and I'm sure it's gonna be really good. Next up, we have The Ashfire King by Chelsea Abdullah, and this is the sequel to The Stardust Thief, which was a fantasy book I absolutely love. It's a fantasy series based on Middle Eastern folklore, and it's really fun and magical, and I love our main characters, and I'm sure this is gonna be a good time. There's not much I can say. Like, they don't have a plot description released yet, and there's not much I can say about it without spoiling the ending of the first book. But I absolutely love the first book. I definitely recommend it. Like, if you really like fantasy, then Stardust Thief is great. And this is set to come out February 20th. And then next up, we have another sequel, which is The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black, and this is the sequel to The Stolen Heir, set to come out March 5th. The Stolen Heir is a duology set in the same world as The Cruel Prince, and it's following Prince Oak and Surin. And it sounds like this one's following Oak's point of view, while the first one is following Surin's point of view. So we'll see how that goes, because we didn't really see much of Oak in the first book. But I love Holly Black. I'm sure this is gonna be great. I didn't find the first book quite as good as The Cruel Prince, but it was still a really good time, really good like fae fantasy. I'm looking forward to this book. It'll hopefully be really good. If you haven't read The Cruel Prince, then I definitely recommend it. It's amazing YA fantasy. And if you have read The Cruel Prince, then you should read The Stolen Heir duology, because it's set in the same world. It has similar vibes. It has like probably a little less romance, but it's all fun kind of like monstrous girl energy and good and fierce in a way like only Holly Black can do. And then next up is a book I've been waiting for so long, which is The Twilight Garden by Sarah Nisha Adams. Sarah Nisha Adams' debut book, The Reading List, was one of my favorite books of 2021, so I've been waiting for her sequel for forever. It's basically set around this like neglected community garden as the community comes together. It sounds like it's about community and connection. The Reading List was so lovely and so amazing, and I'm sure The Twilight Garden will be just as good. I'm looking forward to it so much. Like, I truly cannot wait. It's going to be great. That's expected to come out April 9th, 2024. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. I've been waiting for this for like 2 or 3 years. I'm so excited. And then next up is Funny Story by Emily Henry. And I actually have not read Happy Place yet, but we're gonna ignore that. This is basically following the ex-fiancés of like, there were like 2 childhood best friends, and they had each been engaged to other people and realized they were in love, so they broke off their engagement. And this is following their 2 ex-fiancés as they kind of fake date. And it sounds super fun. I love the kind of twist on like, no one ever sees what happens in these romance books where the old childhood friends like realize their feelings for each other and break off their new relationships. No one ever sees what happens to the new relationships. I think this is a kind of fun twist on that, and I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. It's Emily Henry, I have no doubts. It sounds super fun, and like it's gonna be a great time. And then we have another Emma Lord book, because she is blessing us with 2 books this year. And that is The Breakup Pact, which is set to come out August 13th. This is adult romance, which is her first adult romance, I think. And it's following former best friends whose friendship ended very suddenly when they were teenagers. And they both went through very embarrassing viral breakups and now are fake dating to try and like regain face. I love fake dating. It's gonna be fun. Like, To All the Boys I Loved Before is one of my favorite romance books of all time. I love fake dating. Yes, I'm really hopeful. I'm a little worried because, again, this is Emma Lord's first adult romance book, so hopefully I enjoy it. Where I've really loved all of her YA romance books, so we'll see how she makes that jump. I'm very glad she's blessing us with 2 books in 1 year. Final book on this list is Rani Shudari Must Die by Adiba Jagirdar. She always writes such good sapphic YA, and this is following 2 former best friends who realize they're like dating the same guy, so they team up to expose him. I don't know. It's rivals to lovers. It's gonna be a good time. Like, I love Tani and Ishi's Guide to Fake Dating. The Henna Wars was like not quite as good as that, but like they were both so good. I haven't quite read her more recent book. I'm blanking on the name. The baking competition one. The Do's and Donuts of Love. I have that on hold on Libby right now, but I haven't read it yet. I trust this author's YA contemporary romance like implicitly, so it's going to be great. And that's set to come out November 12th. Those are my most anticipated releases of the year by authors I already love. Again, I have at least 1 more list I'm hoping to get out of sapphic releases coming out in 2024. I might do another release of like maybe debuts, I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited for all of these books. I'm sure they're gonna be great. Yeah, let me know if you're excited for any of these books or what books you're super excited for in 2024. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I really appreciate it. You can find me on my blog, Goodreads, Instagram, Storygraph. I have the links in my channel. And yeah, thanks so much for sticking around to the end, and I will see you later.